Hello and welcome once again to the Thrifty Collector. Been a while since I've done a video, been real busy, still recovering from my surgery. Um, got some exciting news. I actually went to a thrift store the other day that knows that I like VHS, and he said this guy's got about 500 VHS tapes. And I pulled out probably about 50 of them. Just some of them, nothing really big, and I don't want to go into it, but just some movies that I haven't seen in forever or never seen at all. A lot of 80s stuff. Um, Unfortunately, no sci-fi, no horror, and I'll tell you about the one wrestling one. But when I was first recuperating from my surgery, I sent out about 30, 40 through the mail returns. I've got a bunch back, got a bunch I've already opened that I got to do a video probably Sunday along with the VHS video. And going to go ahead and do those then. But I did get 4 letters in today. So let's go ahead and see what I got. The first one is from Champaign, Illinois. And just to go off on a little thing about Champaign, Illinois, when I first joined the Air Force, I went to Lackland Air Force Base. And then I went to Chanute Air Force Base, which is no longer there. It's no longer an Air Force base. But Illinois in the 80s had some kind of weird law that you could order a drink underage. And the only thing is you could pay for the drink. You could pick up the drink. The bartender could not hand you the drink. Now, at 18 years old and full of testosterone and just getting fresh out of boot camp, to us, that was the greatest thing in the world. So you would go up. It was a bar. I can't remember the name of it. In Champaign, Illinois, we would basically take a taxi all the way from Chanute to Champaign. And we would go to this same bar, had lots of fun. But yeah, 18 years old, you'd order a rum and Coke. The bartender would make the rum and Coke. Put the rum and Coke down. I believe you could hand the money to them. You might have had to have put the money down on the counter and they would pick it up. But that was kind of the rule. They could not hand you the drink. So Champaign, Illinois, when I saw that, I was like, that brings back some really good memories. So first on the docket here, a guy named Lou Skiaz, and this is a 1959 card. This is part of the cards that I bought at that card show where I spent $300, and there was some vintage. Went all the way up to about 1981. We also had some 50s, some 60s, and a lot of 70s, a lot of 73, 74. And you'll see some of those 75s. But I believe this might have been the only card this guy had. Not 100% sure. He might have had other ones. But a nice return from a guy that played in the 50s. Looks like he signed here in blue ballpoint pen. No, I would say that's probably a fine tip Sharpie. So Lou Skizaz, I believe his name is, Chicago White Sox. The next one is from Santa Clarita, California. This was the card that I sent to Brett Saberhagen, and they didn't put the card back in there. So I'm going to have to get a hold of them and let them know that they forgot to put my 1984 Fleer Update card. I always hate it when people that do that for charities do that, because sometimes I think that they think they're trying to scam you, but no. As you can see, nothing in there. And then there's my thing there. And then here's their little thing thanking me for my donation. I wish I could thank them for returning my card. So I'll have to get a hold of them on that one. All right, next one from Spokane, Washington. And this is a 1973 rookie pitchers. As you can tell, I got a new ring lamp to try and cut back on the glare. But Bob Stramp played for the Detroit Tigers. I want to say this was the only card he ever had. Jesse Jefferson is deceased. I don't know about the old Tool guy, but obviously one of the cards that I got out of all those that I purchased at the card show. And then the next, last but not least, St. Louis, Missouri. And I always have trouble pronouncing this guy's name, John Gorel. I imagine that's what it is. He was the manager for the Minnesota Twins. I sent him that card. That's the Don Ross 81, the 81 Topps, in a really great condition for a 64 with the Minnesota Twins. So obviously this guy spent a lot of time with the Minnesota Twins. So just a 64. Having a ball, just pulling all these cards out of all these that I had bought. Now, I do have another one that I wanted to do that I've gotten in. The 69 tall boy basketballs I got in. I'm going to have to come back here a little bit. 69 Jim King. He signed this. So this is the 1969 card. This has his 68 stats where he was an all-star, where he had 16.6 points per game. So he had a pretty good year that year, but kind of under 8 points for just about the rest of his career, except for 1 year. Started off with the Los Angeles Lakers. So I got him to sign 2 of these. Now, sometimes he sends back an 8x10. Unfortunately, I didn't get that, but it was kind of neat that he did put his number on there and the 68. One of the things you see about this 69, basketball sets were weird back then. They had Fleer. No, Topps had a 57. Fleer had a 61. And then there wasn't another one until the 69 set. So a lot of rookies in the 69 set. Dave DeBusschere, who's a Hall of Fame basketball player, his first basketball card was there, and a lot of people considered that his rookie, but he actually had baseball cards in 63 and 64, maybe even 65, I believe. So he left pitching and went back to basketball to become a Hall of Famer. And a lot of people think that's his rookie, but they fail to realize that he was in the NBA or in the major leagues for years. So thank you for letting me show you. Can't do too long of one. I'm going to do the VHS video, and then I probably have a stack of about 30 cards I have gotten back so far. So a little disappointed is Brett Saberhagen. At least I could say I opened it live and when I send them a message. But everybody have a good day. Stay thrifty. Stay safe. Take care.